Hello Eurovision friends, thank you so much for coming to my channel, Eurovision Histories. Today I want to do another Eurovision Song Battle, where I take songs from the Eurovision Song Contest and have them fight it out in rounds, looking at different aspects of the song and performance, and giving points to the winner or winners of the rounds. And later on I also have your votes from the community tab of my channel. Over 4,000 of you voted in this battle, and this will be translated into points as well, which might completely change the outcome of this battle, so stay tuned for that. Today I want to pit against each other all the entries from the Nordic countries this year. We have Marcus and Martinus for Sweden, Hera Björk for Iceland, Saba for Denmark, Gorte for Norway, and Windows 95 Man for Finland. You can see them all down there. Because this is a song battle with 5 songs, the rules are that I have 2 points in each round. I can give them both to the same song or 1 point to 2 songs. So let's get right to it. The first aspect I want to talk about are the stagings of the songs. And let me say that this was quite hard to decide actually, because I think that Saba from Denmark, for example, has a very good staging. The lighting is really, really effective and it elevates the song. And I thought about giving a point to her. However, in the end, I decided not to do it because I think that the staging also kind of underlines that the song is lacking a bit of oomph, because there's so much happening on that stage, and in the song there isn't as much happening, so it kind of underlines that for me, and so I didn't give the point to Saba. Hera Björk has a glamorous, campy staging, which is also quite good. I think Gorte's staging is really cool. I love the nature effects and the light effects as well. But in the end, Marcus and Martinus' staging is just really out there, really professional. It looks like a music video, and I really can't say anything bad about the staging. And for Windows 95 Man, the staging is just so fun and is the main part of the entry that makes it good for me, that makes me laugh whenever I see it. The, firework shorts or whatever you want to call it, the egg, and this effect that you don't know whether he's wearing pants for most of the performance. And so in the end, I decided that the stagings that really elevate the songs the most are Sweden and Finland, so I'll give a point to each of these two. Then when it comes to performance, they're all quite good, I have to say, in what they are doing. Windows 95 Man, he's quite a comedian, and it's a very comedic performance, and he's doing that quite well. Marcus and Martinus are quite well at doing what they're doing, this dance pop song. Hera Björk, however, is just on a different level for me. She's such a campy diva, and she sells this song with all her might, even though the song is lacking a few things. I know that. But I just think that she is amazing at selling it. Saba is very good as well, with the facial expressions, with the connection with the camera. And then Gorte, the main singer, Brunhilde, I think. Sorry, I should have looked that up. And she really connects with the camera. She's acting out the meaning of the song. She gives you this eerie feeling with her facial expressions and her movements. And so in the end, I decided to give a point to both Hera Björk and Gorte. Saba, unfortunately, is third again and stays without a point, unfortunately. Next round are the lyrics of the songs. I actively dislike, the lyrics of Sweden, because they paint a woman as this man-eating wolf type of thing. I don't really like that. Iceland and Denmark have okay lyrics that are a bit generic to me, and in Denmark's song the word sand is just repeated way too much, and it's also not very poetic, the language that is used. No Rules kind of has a cool, fun message, and I thought about giving a point to that, like living your life without any rules and however you want to live it, which is a good message. And for Gorte, the fact that they managed to tell the story of a 1,000-year-old medieval ballad in this way and kind of send a modern message through it as well. I've been told by Norwegians who've seen my interpretation video that I'm missing a few things, that it's even deeper than that. And so that tells you that it is a very good song, lyrically especially. And so I decided to give both of these points to Norway in the end. Next up, I want to talk about the voice. Now, they are all quite good, except for Windows 95 Man. He really just doesn't know how to sing, and I think it doesn't really matter for this performance. Henry, the other guy in the performance who does the more poppy parts, is quite good, I think. He does hit the notes, but, you know, the voice in this performance is not as necessary or as in focus, really. For Marcus and Martinus, I think they're good singers. It's all right, but it's not outstanding either. Saba for Denmark, there were some breathy moments, some off moments, but she does have a good voice, and the voice really suits this song. Hera Björk, I think, sells the hell out of the song, not only with the performance, but also vocally. She's very strong. She's a good vocalist. And then Gorte, the kinds of things that the lead singer does with her voice are just very impressive, incredibly difficult, really, to do. It kind of depends on you and your personal opinion, whether you like the sort of sound that she produces, I guess, but I do in the end. And so I decided to give a point to Gorte for that and a point to Hera Björk because I think they are the two best vocalists in this battle. Then we talk about the song, and as this is the most important part of the Eurovision package, I have subdivided that into sub-rounds, the first one being melody and hook. Now, when we talk about hook, I mean something that stays in your head, something that is catchy, that is not forgettable. And I have to say that even though I criticized it a bit in the beginning, Sweden does have this catchiness to it that Swedish songs usually have. They know how to achieve that, and they did with the song, I think. I do like the melody in the Icelandic song quite a bit. I like the melody in the Danish song also, not as much as in the Icelandic one. And then for Gorte and Ulveham, I don't really think that you can talk about melody as such and hook as such, and Windows 95 Man either. And so in the end, I decided to give these 2 points to Sweden and Iceland. Now, next up, let's talk about the structure of the songs. Again, talking about Iceland, Denmark, they are quite generic in the way they are structured, verse, chorus, so I'm not impressed with that. Windows 95 Man kind of has a really interesting structure, but I don't think it's outstanding either. For Sweden, they do have many different aspects in that song, different hooks, different ways of instrumentation. There is a dance break, and even though it feels a bit generic, it does make it stand out a little bit, especially in this battle. If Sweden were together with 4 other songs, it wouldn't stand out as much. And then for Gorte and Ulveham, I also really like the structure and the way it becomes more and more intense as the song goes on, and that connects with the lyrics of the song. And so in the end, I decided to give these 2 points to Sweden and Norway. Now, originality, Sweden, not original. We've seen this 100 times before. Iceland, not really original. Same thing for Denmark. Windows 95 Man is original in that it is very funny and a cool performance. And Ulveham and Gorte, there might be bands that do this, but we haven't seen this at Eurovision. And combining Norwegian with this 1,000-year-old story, with the instrumentation and the traditional instruments, I just think that they are the most original. And so I'm giving both of these points to Gorte and Norway, which is now in quite a commanding lead already. But your votes will change everything maybe at the end of the video. Now, goal is, what is the goal and the purpose of a song? The song of Sweden wants me to have it in my head, to like it, to dance to it, to maybe buy it because I want to listen to it again and again. Iceland kind of wants me to feel nostalgic, I think, and it achieves that. Denmark wants me to feel something, and for me personally, that is just a problem with the Danish song. It doesn't really make me feel that much, unfortunately, for a mid-tempo song. Norway wants to tell a story and be experimental and out there, and Finland wants to be funny. And if you've seen my reactions to Finland, there is a lot to criticize about this entry, but it does make me laugh. Like, mostly because of the staging. The moment he starts with the firework shorts is just makes me laugh every single time I see it. And so I think the songs that fulfill their purpose the best are actually Finland for being funny, and it's a joke entry and it actually manages to be funny, and Sweden for being a catchy pop song. The next aspect I want to look at is Airplay, and that is just how often I have listened to a song. This is based on facts, not my feeling. And this might surprise some people. I do listen to Unforgettable from time to time, especially working out. I do listen to Ulveham, but usually I need the visual experience as well, because it is an experience. And from my top 37, you know that this is my favorite of these entries. But if I don't have the video, I can't just listen to the song as much. And the song I actually listen to, and which is a guilty pleasure in the Icelandic version, is Hera Björk's song. And so both of these points actually go to Iceland and Hera Björk. So this is my jury voting, so to speak. 7 points for Gorte, who are in the lead, closely followed by Iceland with Hera Björk and Sweden with Marcus and Martinus. But now let's get to the most important part of this video, your votes from the community tab of my channel. Let's have a look how you voted. 61% of you voted for Gorte and Ulveham, 16% for Marcus and Martinus, 12% for Windows 95 Man, 3% for Iceland, so we really disagree here, and 8% for Denmark, and that translates to, rounding up and down, 6 points for Norway, 2 points for Sweden, 1 point for Finland, no point unfortunately for Iceland, and 1 point for Denmark. So let's have a look how that changes things. We said 2 points for Sweden, so 6 for Marcus and Martinus. No point, unfortunately, for Hera Björk. 1 point for Saba, who doesn't end with 0, which is good. And then 6 points for Gorte, which are obviously the winners. And then Windows 95 Man, 1 more point. So we have a winner of this song battle, and it is Norway and Gorte with 13 points. In second place, Marcus and Martinus with 6. Third place, Hera Björk with 5, my 5, if you had decided it would have been different. Windows 95 Man comes 4th, and Saba comes 5th. Thank you so much for voting, for participating in this. I also have some of your comments from the community tab of my channel. Silent Station says, no question here for me. Norway, of course. Ulveham is one of those 2 to 3 songs this year I'm totally obsessed with. Since the day the song was released, I'm in love with these Nordic vibes, authentic sound, language, and powerful performance. It's my winner of 2024, and you don't seem to be the only one, Silent Station. Then we have Pontus Berg Carlsen. Ulveham, it's also my favorite to win Eurovision. Most of the comments were very pro Ulveham, but I tried to find a few for the other songs as well. Super Jose says, for the serious performance, Norway for sure. For the fun, no rules. And then we have Lily Music. Sand is underrated in my opinion, although it does kind of sound like Save Me from MGP at some parts. Sand is unique in others. The vocals, the music, the passion, all mixed into one. It's amazing. And then Restoration Disney says, Iceland by far. I kind of had to search for that comment a bit to have a positive comment about Iceland. And then Valentine Vorobyov says, I'm electric dance music fan, so definitely Unforgettable. And then this is a bit off topic, but Ice Tiger said, I noticed we had a Danish song in 2021, a song in Icelandic in 2022, a song in Finnish in 23, a song in Norwegian in 24, and he or she thinks that 25 we might have a song in Swedish. I don't think that will happen, to be honest, but we shall see. Thank you so much for watching. Again, you see the result on the bottom of the screen. Please do subscribe if you want to participate in more votes like this one. I'm thinking of more song battles to do because I like them and I think they're fun. So see you in my next video, and bye-bye.